Hello, good evening, everybody who's hoping to join this evening. Hello, Patrick. How are you? Hope that circle's going well. It'd be interesting maybe to join on Zoom if you wanted. I will join your group. It'd be lovely. Maybe one off. Good evening, Joe White. How are you? Yeah, it's really interesting when you're sitting in circles or you're doing seances and such. Because obviously, people wanting to connect with the loved ones that's passed over, or even animals for that matter. Hello, Tilly. How are you? Would like to know often practice RV. Thank you. Well, Tilly, I've been offered to do a program, and I have many people on my group that I have on a Thursday evening that's asking about me doing some more work for remote viewing, and obviously being able to find. I work mainly on CRV, which is called control remote viewing. Good evening, Patrick. Control remote viewing is basically accessing targets of people, animals, and objects that's obviously missing or lost. Yeah, it is really interesting. Would like to know how often one should practice RV. Practicing RV is an everyday scenario. I practice every week. It's always best practice with somebody else who is obviously a fellow remote viewer who's interested in that. And also, you must never give up on when you remote view. It just takes time, it takes patience, and it obviously takes practice. It found me, to be fair, when I found the lady missing in the Bali earthquake 6 years ago. It took me on a roller coaster working with the majority of the US military, which still to this day I find quite humbling and mind-blowing at the same time. And hopefully this time next year, or before this time next year, I'm working on a program to facilitate one of the Army personnel is going to be coming over from the States to do a program. And I'm hopefully be going back to America in April to do some more work out there in Virginia. So the best place I can advise you to go on there, Tilly, is to join up with the Monroe Institute in Virginia. They do a program on there called the Gateway Program. And once you've accessed the Gateway Program, you then can get access to fellow other programs. But you first have to go through the Gateway. Okay, Tilly, so if you wanted to check that out, that'd be fabulous. Okay, hello, Joni. What a lovely name, Joni. Bless you. Charlotte Adair. Good evening, Patrick. Oh, my eyes. Hello, Donna Ray. Hello, Marina Harris. Hope you're all set for Christmas and all the shenanigans that goes with it. It's really interesting when Tilly asked that question about remote viewing. Obviously, it is a wonderful aspect of our subconscious mind. And once we can get access to our subconscious mind, your world's your oyster. Okay. Hello, Rebecca. How are you, sweetheart? I can't get images in meditation. Yeah. So basically, that there is that one where you can actually see colours. I think that's where you see colours or sense colours. So you need to tag in the colours to the images. It's a lot of practice, but I can talk about that later, Joe. So if you're still wanting some more information, if you want to contact me under my Mandy Louise Paul on Facebook or on Messenger, or you can email me at mandy.paul@live.co.uk, and I'll put you in the right direction if you need more information. Hello, Sarah Styles Power. How are you? Lee Ann. I can't pronounce your last name, but hello, Lee Ann. It sounds an unusual name, does that? It sounds like, is it French? I'm not too sure. Merry Christmas to you, Christine, too. Okay, as I'm sat here, I just had a lovely gentleman that actually approached me earlier, and he said his name was Jonathan. Okay, and the really interesting thing, he mentioned a place called Crosby. Now, I think Crosby is actually in Liverpool. I'm not too sure, but that's what he gave me. So I don't know if anybody can take the name Jonathan. And he mentioned Crosby. Now, I don't know if that were his surname or if it were actually a place, which I do know it's in sea colours, but no images. Yes, I agree, Joe. So we need to catch up on with that. So this gentleman came in early by the name of Jonathan. I don't know if we could take a Jonathan here. But he just came right in there. And it came extremely... And I just asked him where he was from. You're welcome. I asked him where he was from, and he just said Crosby. And Crosby just, I had a couple of images with Crosby. First with Bing Crosby, because obviously it's like Christmas that he sings. But I also got Crosby about, I think, which is in near Liverpool. I don't know what it got. Was it Birkenhead? It is. I just got that area. It was just somebody from that area. So I'm just asking if he's got any more information. Jonathan, I don't know if there's a John or a Jonathan on here, but that's what he gave me. Okay, his second initial list begins with T. So it's Jonathan T. Okay, I don't know if anybody can take this young man. He doesn't seem very old. Come on. It's really interesting because he's showing me some images of tin pots. Jonathan is a trance guide I spoke yesterday, but not from Liverpool. Well, that's really interesting. I was just been talking there, Patrick, because he just said Jonathan. Now, I don't know if you actually do any work in Crosby. Okay, but he just mentioned something about tin pots. They look like cups, to be fair, but they look like a collective type of scenario of collecting tin pots. And I don't know if that's with you or with Jonathan also that does that guide, that use your guide. But he's not from Liverpool, no. But I'm just wondering if somebody you had in your group yesterday that were from Liverpool who got a message. It was just really interesting how we came right in when I mentioned your name. It's just showing somebody that collects tin pots. You've been there, bless you, Patrick. Well, there's something about these ornate tin pots. They look like collector's items, okay? So this gentleman is talking about these tin pots. I'm not saying your guide does, Jonathan. I don't know if I've got your guide here, but we'll see what we can do, Julie. I don't know if you can take this information with these ornate tin pots. They look like, I don't know if you remember the Toby jugs that always had like, there is a shot by me that's Crosby's. But we'll work with you a little while, Patrick, and see if anything else comes. But they look like tin pots. But can you remember the old Toby jugs where everything had a different image? Okay, and he's showing me all these pots are all lined up like you would see in a pub, or in a shelf or something that's all got these images on. There was something in this shop or something on this shelf that jumped out at you and you thought, I've got to have it. There was some image on there that you was really drawn to. Or should I say Jonathan was drawn to it? They sell knickknacks. There was something that really jumped out at you when you was there. Come on, why are you showing me that? There was an image on this pot. There's some memory that it took you to when you was a child. Okay, I've just had a lady that's just come outside of this gentleman by the name of Mary. I don't know if Mary resonates with you, Patrick, but Mary just came right slowly inwards as I saw this image from when you was a child. Okay, Mary. Jonathan is Elaine Thorpe's guide. But Mary came in with him. Just behind there, Mary came in. Come on, Mary, why are you coming in here? There was an image that you saw that reminded you of something. Mary's your mum. Bless you, Patrick. She just came right in at the side there. Her essence, her consciousness just came right in, really slowly. Okay, come on. There's some memory here on this image of this knick-knack that you saw. Mary Charlotte. Bless you, Charlotte. Just got Mary. A very gentle lady that's just come here. She wasn't one for many words, but she was mainly for this image that you actually saw, Patrick, that you saw on this image today. Very recently, were an image of a scene. It looked like a scene of these pots, and you brought your mother in from this memory. And I'm also saying that your mum had lots of knickknacks as well. There were lots of knickknacks around the home. I would call them dust collectors, but there was lots of these particular knickknacks. But she's also talking about you with some knickknacks here. There's some shelf that you have with her knickknacks on, I can see. There's also something in one of these knickknacks that you've put something in that you've been looking for. It's really interesting. I don't even know what a floating shelf is. Okay, Patrick, but it looks like a floating shelf. We can't see anything underneath where it's fastened to the wall, but there's something on this shelf that you've been looking for. You have her bits. Well, there's something in this particular item that's on a shelf of yours that you've got something inside that you need to go have another look into. It looks like a little envelope. Okay, you know, not a big envelope, but just a little envelope with a message inside it. And there's something that you've been looking for. I don't know, it's some kind of memoir or it's some kind of memory from a childhood memory, but I can just see it now. She just wants you to go and look into it. You have her bits, okay. She wants you to look at this little envelope, there's a little memoir in there that you need to see. And I'm sensing this memoir has been involved in your circle. Okay. She says all that you've been seeking are in this little memoir. Okay, Patrick. Okay, she's also, okay, it might be in my clock. Okay, but there's something that's in it, that's something you have to look at. There's something in there that's going to go give you the aha moment. Go on, Hamilton. She's going to be with you. She just mentioned something about 4 o'clock. So not what's at 4 o'clock. Unless there's something that you sense at 4 o'clock. I don't know whether it's evening or morning. I don't know, but it's 4. Okay. Might be in your clock. She just mentioned about the number 4. But just saw the 4 o'clock on the dial. And ask her what else she's going to give you before she steps back. She just said, don't forget the tin hat. I think it's a joke that she's coming with this. It's a tin hat. Okay, she's just talking about the tin hat. And I think it's a joke, okay? But she just wants to bring a bit of humour to you, all right? Not the tin man, the tin hat. Okay, she's got anything else she'd give you before she steps back? She also gave me the initial T. Okay, I don't know if that's a middle name or a last name, but I got the initial tin hat. I got the initial T. Yes, a tin hat, Patrick. That's what she said. The tin hat. She just said, she just wants to give you, she just wants you to say, no wavering. Okay? I think that's a message for you, just for you. No wavering. So that's that to me. Okay, T. So that when I see you, when they say no waver, it means never have doubt. Okay. Okay, Patrick, I'm going to leave a lover's spirit with you now. She's just done that actually to me, which I found really quite a blessing. I didn't feel like she had many words or she couldn't speak nearer to the end, but she's just done that. Bless you, Patrick. So leave a lover's spirit with you. Thank you for working with me. Okay, so we've got coming through now. Okay, I've just got a gentleman that's just stepped in now. I've just got the name George. Hello, Mary Charlotte. I just got the name George that just come in. Come on, George, come on a little bit closer. Okay. I've got a gentleman here called George, all right, and he's talking about buckets. There's somebody either bought a bucket today or there is a bucket, okay? Your mum was very holy. Bless you, Patrick. What a lovely woman she was. She didn't need to speak. She just said it. She just come with it and went with the flow. But I just have I've just come on. George has just come through here now. And he's talking about buckets, okay? So I either bought a bucket today or there's something about multiple buckets, all right? Do you know the interesting thing? They're all different sizes. They're not just one size. They're all different sizes. I don't know if you can take this gentleman, George, his name is. Come on, George. Who you want to speak to? Okay, I don't know if Joe's still in the room, but she just said Joe. Joe White. Joe. I don't know if you can take this gentleman, George. George, he said his name, or George is here, or he's called George. But he's talking about a bucket today. There was somebody looking at a bucket and different size buckets. Okay? They're all different sizes here. They look like black buckets, but I just can see JC buckets. JCB buckets. I don't know, they just look like black buckets. I'm still you, Patrick, but all I can see is black buckets. And there were, I'm just if you can take this information, Joe, also, but there was some kind of argument with somebody today, which size to get. Okay? But you already knew which one you wanted, but you felt like there were presents with you while you were looking at it. I'm here, but don't know a George. Bless you, Joe. Is there a George that you know a George here? I've just got George. I don't know if I'm still with Patrick, to be honest. But I've just got the multiple of buckets and you didn't know which one to pick. And there are some kind of discrepancy which one you were going to choose, but you knew which one you wanted, but you got this voice that said the other. There was some kind of message for you today. And somebody said there's more room than there is in each bucket. I think what they're showing it metaphorically here, that, you know, you can pour... Okay, I know George Rogers. Oh, bless you, Patrick. We're on about these buckets. Something about there's more... I think it's a metaphor when you have... Sorry, Joe. You have all these buckets that are lined up, but they all fit in within each other. I think it's showing me as a metaphor here. Okay. I'm just going to ask you for what he's just... That's all he wants to give you. There's something about the bucket, so I'm going to leave that with you, Patrick. So thank you for working with me. Okay, I'll see if I can change the link here. I'm just going to have a little drink of my ginger wine here. Sorry, ginger beer. Non-alcoholic, of course. Okay, let's see where we go. See what we've got here. Okay, I've got another gentleman that's just come in. Thomas is his name. He drove JCB for me. Bless you, Patrick. I've just got a Thomas. Thomas, just got the name Thomas. I don't know if it's Thomas in the room or Thomas that's coming through, but it feels really close here. Okay. I also got the name Thomas Jack, or Jack Thomas. Come on. Okay. Now he wants to talk to somebody in this room, and I don't know if I can pronounce the name. It sounds like Lorraine, but it's not Lorraine. It just looks like the word Lorraine, but it looks either Lauren or Laurie. Oh, okay, slow it down a little bit. I don't think this person's come through before. The accent's really quite unusual. It's either Laurie or Lorraine or Laurie. Lorette. Okay, you're welcome, Patrick. Okay, I'm just asking to slow it down. I don't feel like this person's been through before. Thomas, he just said the name Thomas, but I'm not sure if he's called Thomas or there's Thomas in the room, but he mentioned either Lorraine or Lorette. It sounded, the accent sounds a little bit, sounds like it's from like Norfolk, Great Yarmouth way. It's got a bit of a twang to it. I don't know if anybody can take this name. Come on, that a bit closer. Okay, Thomas is somebody's, Lanelle. Yeah, if you can take that, Lanelle. Yeah, it was something like that. It was just an unusual accent. Lanelle. Raina, can you take anybody by the name of Thomas or the name Jack? I'm sensing some kind of grandfather or somebody that's either a great-grandfather or some uncle. It's just got it's got a bit of an accent with this name. It's an unusual name. But I'll just see if Lanelle, it's an unusual. It sounded like Lorraine, but there was just a different twist to it. My father's name is Thomas, but he's still living. Okay, is this lady, the name Lanelle with you? Or still here? Come on, come closer. Okay, there's something that needs to be given. My son passed away in May, and that is my father's, Thomas's grandson. Oh, my father, Thomas's grandson. My son passed away in May. So is your son called Lanelle? You see, I can tap into consciousnesses that are already here as well as that have passed. Come closer, closer and closer. The interesting thing here, I'm being told that is my name, Lanelle. There's something about your name is Lanelle. Bless you. There was something about ash. There's something about ash here. I can just see ash in my hands. I don't know if you know what ash looks like, but it's like it's just like gritty sand, if you will. And there was some kind of memory here about looking into ash. Okay. I've just got something with ash here, Linnell. An interesting thing in this ash, I can see images in this ash. I don't know if you've heard of tea leaf reading or anything like that, but it's like looking at leaves, tea leaves, but it's like a sandy substance that I can see you're looking into here. And there were lots of images in this sand. I don't know if you do tea leaf reading or if you know what that actually is. But it's really interesting. This Thomas that you were saying that's still here, who's Jack? Is Jack related to Thomas? It says he's either an uncle or a brother or a grandfather to maybe him. It's really interesting how they've come close, because I feel like you were saying that your son had passed in May. I'm just wondering if they're coming around you now. Okay. Okay, there's something to do with YouTube here. And I don't normally use YouTube, but I've just got YouTube. I don't know why they're showing me this. I'm asking him to just take the time in giving me this information, because the interesting thing is, you've heard of tea leaves. The interesting thing is here, this person who is speaking is not speaking in English, all right? So I'm just trying to look at the image that they're actually showing me to give the message to you and how they want you to have this message. Okay. So I'm just asking him just to slow it down and try and give me some more words or some more words that I can actually see. Okay. Not to more acknowledgement, bless you. Anybody else can take this information? It's just talking about ash. And when I think of ash, I think of cigarette ash. Yeah. And when you see it looks like a really fine sand. Hi, Mariana, honey, bless you. I don't know if you can take this information, but I just got Lorraine at first. Yeah, it could easily be Linnell, but I got Lorraine. Hello. See we go. Come on. There's something about being tip-top. Is it white? It is white, Krish. It is a white substance, and it's ash. And I can just see like images. Oh, my father-in-law was Thomas. Charlotte Adair. Okay. I don't know if you can take any of this information, Charlotte, because it's coming. Come on, a bit closer. He's talking about Jack. Is the ash white? Yes, the ash is white, Krish. But I just come that little bit closer. The accent and the language is not, it doesn't sound like it's English. All right. I'm just trying to ask him to break it down a little bit and show me images. And the ash is white. There were some kind of images in this ash, but they're sending messages to you. There's a Lorraine, and that's my niece, which is my son's cousin. Ah, bless you. That's my niece, which is my son's cousin. Bless you. But then I've got Thomas here. They're all coming in at once. This is what they want to give all these messages. And he read tea leaves was French. Ah, well, he's not speaking English. So anybody else's parents that spoke English or family members, he was an old-fashioned farmer from Kells. Scottish accent, yeah. Yeah, come on. Okay. Kells, Ulster, Scot accent. Was that on the east side or the west side? I'm sensing the east side. Charlotte. It's really broken, is the accent here. That's minute red tea leaves. Oh, bless you. Okay. This gentleman now is showing me an anvil. Okay, when I see an anvil, I think of horseshoes. Ireland. So short. I don't know if your grandfather had an anvil, which is the one where you make horseshoes with. It's just show me an anvil. Okay. I know anybody can take this gentleman who's got an anvil here and is making horseshoes. So when you said Northern Ireland, Charlotte, on a farm, I'm sensing maybe you were a blacksmith also. Oh, your great-grandfather was a blacksmith. Ah, Marie Lynn Hash. I think this is yes, my grandfather was a blacksmith. Yes. Oh, my gosh, you just come right in now, Marie. He just wanted to differentiate it from everybody. Sorry, everybody, but he's just showing me a blacksmith. Okay. Your great-grandfather, a blacksmith. That's the gentleman that's just come in now. Okay. He mentioned the name Thomas and Jack. Okay. But he also just wanted to differentiate it for everybody that he had an anvil and he used to make horseshoes. Okay. He's also talking about some creativity with you, Marie. He's talking about creativity with you, not necessarily horseshoes. But the interesting thing when I say horseshoes, I always think of weddings. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm just sensing weddings here. Okay. He's just come right close, this gentleman. Finally, I'm listening to his images. Okay. He did tea leaves and codes, hence the fact in them days they might have just used ash. Because I'm not saying they didn't have tea leaves. I don't know when tea actually came into the country. It's not been around forever, has it, tea? But there you go. So he's just showing me some images. He's also talking about you doing the leaves. Okay, you could give messages with the leaves also. But he just said you could do it with sand. There's some kind of work I feel that you do with sand. He's just got a hat on and he's just tipped it. So obviously got the message from him to you in Canada. Yes, tea drinkers. Bless you. Okay, it's just showing me the initial L, which is Marie Line. I don't know if that comes from him, the line side to it, but it just come with the initial L. I'm just asking him to try and okay. All right, it's talking about some connection here. I live by the beach, bless you. And there's something about connection in the sand. There's something about you connect with the sand. Okay, I'm sensing, I don't know if you do like, is it sand art or something like that? But there's something with sand. You live by the beach, bless you. Come on. There was something that you were thinking about recently and he came into your thoughts. Okay. He says, I'm doing really well. He's just showing me an umbrella, but it's upside down. So when I see an umbrella, it's like a U, isn't it? A U shape. I don't know why he's showing me. I think he's saying you. It's meaning pointing to you. Okay. He's showing it as a symbolic situation. He is trying to show me letters. All right. So he's just showing upside down umbrella, which looks like to me is a U. Okay. Bless him. He's talking about you here. Talking about sand work or some kind of work with sand. Buying an hourglass. What's that? Buying an hourglass with sand. You must have been thinking about it when you bought it. It's really interesting how he just came in then. He's also talking about, he's talking about food here now. He's on about food. It's interesting, this food, because I've not seen anything like it. It looks like the pastry's on the top and the food at the bottom. I can't see what's just in the bottom here, but it just looks like potatoes, just whole potatoes with pastry on the top. I've never seen anything like that before. Whole potatoes on the bottom, but there's something else in between the potatoes, and then there's like a pastry top. He's just talking about food here. And there's something about, okay, I'm a bit closer. Okay, he's just said it takes a fine art. So something about fine art with you, Marie. Okay. The creative side of you. He wants you to bring the creative side for yourself. Okay. Shepherd's pie. It don't look like a shepherd's pie because it's literally pastry on the top with whole potatoes on the bottom. And in between these whole potatoes are like other vegetables. I've never seen a pie like it. It looks like it's upside down. But it also looks very interesting. Yeah, yes, my grandmother, his daughter, used to make meat pies. Oh, bless. His daughter used to make meat pies. There's something about those pies, though, that are very unique. I'm sensing that you're going to make these pies because I feel like they've got some kind of, what's that word? Popularity. They're very popular. His daughter used to make pies. Well, I think there's time now for you to make these same pies because that's what he's showing with this creativity side to yourself, that you can actually bring these pies so we all can have them. Chicken pot pie. Oh, that could be it, Steve. I don't know, but I've never heard of that before. Your grandmother's daughter used to make meat pies, but they were just wonderful. There was just something different about them that everybody's going to love. Okay. Thick crossover the potatoes, meat and veggies. There you go. So she wants you to do the same. There's something about the wholesome of it. Okay? Bless. He's really pleased that I'm able to give you this message. But it's also, do you know, the interesting thing now, it's showing me, it looks like a glass kettle, and it's boiling, but there's something that's coming from the vapors of the water. There's something that's either bubbling, something that's bubbling. Obviously, I feel like he's cooking, but there's something that's bubbling. The smell's wonderful. That's what I can smell from it. They're cooked in a different way. They're not cooked like a normal way. Obviously, the thick crust, you don't see pies with thick crusts no more. Potatoes and meat and veggies. But there's something now how they cook the vegetables and the meat, because it's just a different way. I've never seen anything like that before. And that's what he's showing me. So he wants you to start making these pies again, okay? He's just said they're very lucrative, okay? So that's me saying to me that now it's time for you to make these pies and possibly sell them from the recipes from your grandmother. Oh, he's just sat back in his chair now. I think it took a while to get that across. Okay, and he's just got a lovely energy with him. He's just gone back to the horseshoes again for luck, okay? He's just showing me these horseshoes for luck for you, Marie. So he wants you to, take his luck and his love with you. So I'm going to leave his love and spirit with you, Marie. Thank you for working with me. Oh, he's making me hungry. Good morning, Danielle. And I cannot eat them because I'm gluten-free. Funny, your grandfather. You can make gluten-free pastry, don't you worry. There's always an option. There's always options for anything. Thank you, precious. You can't so. Okay. Good morning, Danielle. I've got to see who's coming through. Bless you, Marie. Hello, Steve Welling. How are you? Let's see who's coming through now. Okay. Okay, I've just had a lovely lady step in. Shepherd's pie, yeah, that sounds, yeah. Did sound a little bit like that, Tanya, but it was different. It weren't the same. I just had a lovely lady come in now, and she's just said her name, okay? His name was Joseph Austin. What a wonderful name. There you go, Joseph Austin Pies. What a perfect name for him. I've just had a lady just come in now, and it's really interesting because, okay, I've not heard this name for a long time. She just said her name was Gloria. All right, it sounded Gloria, like Gloria. I don't know if I'm still with you, Marie, and possibly it's going to be saying glory here for you. Okay, come that a bit closer. But just had a lady came in after I spoke to you, Marie. Just a lady just came right in. Gloria. I don't know if anybody can take the name Gloria or Glory. Okay, sure. The really interesting thing now, she's just shown me a leprechaun, which obviously takes me to Ireland. So I don't know if anybody can take this lady, Gloria. And she just showed me the leprechaun, which to me is Irish. Okay. And I know there was a lady in here earlier. I can't remember her name, but she came into the room. Come on. A little bit closer. Glory. She sounds like Glory. Hello, Sam. Where's that lady gone that had can't remember her name. I just had this name Gloria. I don't know if anybody can take a Gloria that's passed or that's living, because I've just got the name Gloria. And she just showed me a leprechaun. And when I think of leprechauns, like I say, I think of Ireland. But I just can see the image of that. I was wondering if anybody in this room has seen a leprechaun recently, or they've thought of leprechauns. I know they're for luck, aren't they, leprechauns? Are they not? That was Charlotte. Irish connection. I don't know if Charlotte's still in the room. Yeah, the Irish connection, Joe. Bless you. I'm just wondering why she's showing me the leprechaun. I think leprechauns are for luck, are they not? I know they're mystical apparently, but there was something about this leprechaun. Okay, I'm just going to ask why I'm being shown that. I don't know if it's something to do with Christmas, but she just said Gloria. Gloria. That's what she just said to me. She keeps saying that name. So I don't know if Charlotte's still in the room. leprechauns and the pot of gold. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I was living with Laura and haven't spoke in years. Her mum passed. They were part of your past. Oh, bless you, Tanya. Do you know anything about the leprechauns and the pot of gold then? Krish Pele, leprechaun, which just means pot of gold. Wow, that's interesting, isn't it? I haven't spoke to her in years. Her mum passed. Okay, your Aunt Gloria, Joseph Austin, granddaughter. Ah, your Aunt Gloria, Joseph Austin. Oh, bless you. But she just showed me the leprechaun, so it must be the leprechaun for you, Marie. Obviously, like that Krish said, it's a pot of gold. So there you go. I think that's for luck, really. So I'm going to leave that with you, Marie, and see who's coming in now. If you catch a leprechaun, they have to give you a pot of gold. There you go, Marie. Thank you for that, Krish. Wonderful information. Okay, I'm going to see if I can move on from that, from your family at the moment. See if anybody else wants to come through. Okay, come on. Okay, I've just had a lovely lady step in by the name of Susan. Yeah, maybe they look with pies, definitely. A pot of gold, a brand of chocolate. We always use, oh, bless you. I just got the name Susan, okay? She's just come in now, this young lady, name of Susan. I don't know if she wants to speak to Susan, or is she's called Susan? I'm just asking her what she's coming in for. Okay. She's talking about somebody today. We're looking at a ring. And it looks like a wedding ring because it's on the wedding finger. Okay. And she's just talking about somebody was spinning this wedding ring round on the finger or a gold band and thinking about something. So come on, who do you want to speak to? Okay. I have a cousin, Susan Campbell. I don't know if you could take this, Stephen, but I just saw a band of gold. Yeah. I just got like a wedding band. It looked like a wedding band on the wedding finger, and it was just a plain gold band. Okay, and somebody was spinning it around today, and there was some kind of memory or thoughts with that. I didn't feel that the ring on this person was actually theirs. Not Campbell. Sorry, not Campbell. But Susan. Bless you, Steve. I don't know if you could set this information, but there was somebody looking at a gold band today. I'm not saying it might have been with you, but okay. My wedding ring today. Susan is your mum's friend. Bless you, Krish. The interesting thing about this band, it wasn't actually a ring. It was somebody else's that was given to her, and they came really close to her today to give her a message. Okay, she's showing me. Okay. The interesting thing with this lady, she's also showing me silk. Okay. Silk being woven into material. Okay. And it looked like it was satin silk. It's not gold band though. It just looks like a band. I mean, it could be white gold, but it's a ring on the wedding finger, and they were spinning it today. But there's something about silk or satin here. I can just see satin or silk being woven. Okay, the material. It looks like it's white satin. Okay. And it's been woven. Something's been woven into this satin. Come on, why are you showing me that white satin? Okay. It's not coming out. They're not coming with any clothing with this white satin. I don't know whether it's a perfume or some kind of music. I know there was a song called White Satin, wasn't there? But that's what she just gave to me. Come on, Susan. Okay. She's talking about somebody here cutting corners. All right, there's somebody cutting corners. Okay, Wasn't no band though. Not my Susan. Oh, bless you. Just interested about white satin. White satin is a perfume by Yardley. Ah. I don't know if you wear that perfume. I know somebody who does. I don't know if Susan wears white satin, Steve. But there was somebody that came round this person today really close. I felt like they could smell that perfume. Come on, a bit closer. There'll come some kind of memory with that scent. Okay, so once you realise it, when you get that sense of that perfume, somebody's really close. Okay. I don't know if you can take that information, Steve, but there's just somebody that came really close today with that scent. There's a memory there. It feels like a mum, actually. Susan's mum. She just said it's Susan's mum, not your Susan. Okay, there's also something to do with Susan, with her ears. There's some kind of, I don't know if it's vertigo or some kind of blockage in her ears here. But she doesn't need to use her ears to communicate with spirit. She can just sense or smell them. And this scent was really, I think it's called claircognizance, where you can smell spirit or sense spirit around you. You can smell certain scents from the past. But that's what I got with this lady. Okay, all right, come on. Oh, she just took me to a memory now, Steve. I don't know if I'm still with you, but she just took me to a memory from the stage. Hello, any message from spirit would be appreciated. Bless you, Tonya. I'm going to ask this lady just to step back a little bit to see if anybody else wants to come in, because she's really adamant that that's what she needs to get through, the scent of this smell. Okay, Krish. So for Steve, okay. So I'll see if anybody else wants to come in. I'll see what I can do for you. Okay. Okay. Wow, I just had it's really interesting, Steve, because you just said the name Steve. You can't place this info, but I just got Steve. Your name just came again. Can't place this info. I'm just wondering if Susan is the connection to you, but they really want to communicate with you, Steve. I don't know if your mum wore that perfume, White Satin. Well, there's a song out there called White Satin, is there not? I thought there were a song. But she just got the name Steve. She shouted Steve. Okay? Why is she shouting that? Did your mum used to wear that perfume, Steve, or don't you know? It's not something a man would normally know about that, is there? But she shouted Steve. Okay. She's just giving me a H now, Steve. Okay, and it stands out, the initial H. No, it's not for you. Okay, I don't know anybody can take this lady. She came in by the name, but she wanted to speak to Susan, and Susan was important. Okay. And she's showing me the White Satin, which obviously is a perfume, which Chris has, bless you, Steve. Nights in White Satin, that's what I'm sensing with this lady. Nights in White Satin. I don't know if still can take this information. The song, that's the one. Nights in White Satin, okay. But she just came really close when she started, and she's talked about the stage. Moody Blues, what's that? Nights in White Satin by the Moody Blues. Bless you, Charlotte. But she said she will call Susan. She's talking about White Satin, and I can see a stage, some kind of theatre production here with that kind of music at that time. She did mention Steve. I don't know if she's still with Steve, or if it's a Steve, or if there's another Steve in the room, but that's what she said. There's something about this ring on her finger. It were a band on her finger. Band on her finger. I just split with Steve. Stage. She was a fiddler and played on stage. Susan, her stepmother. Oh, my Marie. You just split with Steve. Stage. Oh, she was a fiddler and played on stage. Susan, her stepmother. Bless you, Marie. Well, there you go. That's what you get when they come so close. They just don't want to leave. I don't feel like they've been through before, and this is what happens. Sorry, everybody. It's still with Marie, your grandmother. Bless you, Marie. Clearly, I've got lots to talk about with you. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to see if I can break away from your family again. And then if they come, they come. Sorry, everybody. But we'll just see how we go. Okay. Come on, it's coming in now. I'll have a drink. Come on. Okay, I've just got a gentleman just jumped in here. Loving you today. They are, Tanya, aren't they? I've just got it. Okay, come on, a bit closer. Come on. I've just had a gentleman come in, and he said the name Jackson. Now, I don't know if that were his name or somebody on his by the name of Jackson. Okay. He stood here in a suit, this gentleman. He's very smart. Okay, and it's an interesting thing. He's got like satin lapels on his suit, this gentleman. Oh, bless you, Marie. There you go. So this gentleman has just jumped in by the name of Jackson. He's got a black suit on, and he's got satin lapels. Looks very smart. Looks like he's going to some kind of theatre or some kind of production or a show even. He's got a white tux, like a white tux shirt on where it's all frilly. Looks very smart here. He's just studied, but he's not with anybody. He's got some black shiny shoes on. They look like brogues. I don't know if anybody remember what brogues look like, but he's just studying. He's absolutely amazed looking at the screen here. He's observing the screen. I'm just asking who he wants to speak to. Jackson. I just got the name Jackson again. He's just come with that. Okay, come that little bit closer, Jackson. Okay. The interesting thing is like shuffling his feet like he's doing a bit of a tap dance here or some kind of move with his feet. Okay. Wouldn't it be wonderful if it were Michael Jackson? He can moonwalk, can he not? I didn't get me Michael Jackson. It was Steve. Got to run. Bless you, Steve. Thank you for coming in the room. But I've just got the name Jackson here. This gentleman's wearing a black suit, shiny satin lapels here, and he's got some brogues, some black shiny brogues on. Okay. Come on. He's got all his hair greased back, and it looks like he's got Brillo cream on, if anybody remembers what Brillo cream was. And his hair's jet black and it's shiny, so he's Brill creamed it all back. Come on, that a little bit closer. Okay. Got a lovely energy with him here. I'm just asking who he needs to speak with. TC, Steve. Come on, that a little bit closer. All right. Okay. Oh, he's talking about... Okay, come on a little bit closer. The really interesting thing, he's just pulled out this lighter, and it's quite a chunk of a lighter. It looks like it's made of glass. It looks like it's made of glass, and he's just flipped the top of it, and he's just lit a cigar. I can just smell the cigar, and I'm going to take this gentleman. He's very well-to-do gentleman. He's got a black suit on. He's got like a, red and white pot of cream. Yes, that's the one. Brill cream. He's just put it in his hair. And he's just got this suit on and he's ready for going out here, this gentleman. And the interesting thing, he's just got like, it looks like a square glass lighter. Okay. It looks like the size of a Rubik's Cube, and he's just flicked it and he's lit this cigar. Okay. And I could just smell a slight scent of the cigar smell here. Come on, that little bit closer. Jackson. He's just said the name Jackson again. Okay. I'm asking who he wants to speak to. Come on. Okay. It sounds like Lily. It sounds like Lily or Lillian. He just said he needs to speak to Lily or Lillian. I don't know if anybody can take this gentleman. I wonder if she was supposed to come in this evening, Lily or Lillian, but that's what he's just given to me. Lily, it sounds like Lily. Can anybody check this gentleman? That smell of that pipe, that tobacco smells wonderful. I don't think there is a Lillian in here or a Lily, but that's who he wants to speak to. He's just looking very smart. Okay, I'm just asking if he's going to step back or if anybody wants to take this gentleman, because he's not going anywhere. He's just studying very smart. Okay. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Oh. That's me. Sorry. Okay. I'm just asking. He's coming a bit closer now. Lily. He's just said Lily. I don't know if the Lily's in this room or if she's supposed to come in this evening. I'm just asking if you can give me any more information before he steps back and waits, okay? He just talked about, okay, he just mentioned a furnace. There's something about a furnace or furniture. I can't make it matter if it's a furnace or furniture. Somebody bought some furniture today or a furnace. Something to do with a furnace. When I think of a furnace, I think of a log burner. I don't think of anything else with that. Okay, and it's interesting because the shape of the lighter that he showed me was the size of a log burner. Initially, it were a large lighter, okay, but I just could, okay, right, okay, that's what he's explaining to me. Somebody bought a log burner today, okay, and that's why he's called it a furnace, because that's what it would have been named in them days, he said. Okay, so he's just showing me this log burner. He just mentioned Lily again. He's just put his hand actually on my right shoulder. And he's looking into the screen. My goodness me. Who do you want to speak to, Joe? Who do you want to speak to? The interesting thing with this gentleman, I feel, it doesn't feel like he's English, okay? The interesting thing is he's got like a lovely colour to his skin here, like a pigment, okay? It just sounded, okay, come. Okay, maybe we're South American, okay, or Spanish, because he's just got that lovely pigment to his skin and his accent sounds Spanish. I don't know if I can take this gentleman. He's got the lovely olive skin, okay? Okay, oh, come on, that a little bit closer now. Okay, Lily. It's going about Lily again. Sounds like Lily. Okay, maybe she was supposed to come in this room this evening and not in now, bless her. Okay, it's just talking about something to do with the shoulder. He's putting his hand on my right shoulder again. I don't know if anybody can feel anybody touching their shoulder right now, because he's just put the hand on the right shoulder. And that's who he wants to speak to. I don't know if anybody can feel that. No. Okay, I can still smell the cigar. He's still smoking the cigar. I don't know if anybody can take this gentleman because he's just come right in. No. I don't know if you can take this information, Joe. But the interesting thing with it sounded like he was American. Hope he finds his person. Me too. I don't know if Krish can take this information, because the interesting thing was when he put his hands on my right shoulder, pushing down there to make me to look at the screen. I don't feel like I don't know if Krish can take this information. He's got a lovely colour into his skin. He's either South American or Spanish, because he's just got this lovely pigment to his skin. It's got olive skin. And he's definitely dressed to impress. So he's come dressed up. So anybody can take this gentleman. He won't step back either. I'm asking him to step back, but he's not stepping back. He wants this pointing to the screen again. Oh, bless him. Oh. Let's have a look here. Leanne Shisha. I hope he finds this person as well. George, Lebanese. He lived in Canada. He had a men's clothes store. Oh. My bio dad is Steve and used Brill cream, but I don't know very much about him. And he was English. Oh, bless you, Joe. The interesting thing with his pigment to his skin, he had an accent. Yeah, and that's why I think it threw me with a Spanish or South American. Friends, my Aunt Jocelyn. Okay. I don't know if Joe can take this information. The interesting thing was he was dressed to impress. He wore Brill cream, and he had this lovely colour into his skin, a very pigmentation, very olive skin. Yeah, it did look like he was European, I'll be honest with you. But it just glowed to him. Very smart, like I say, satin lapels, smoking a cigar, and the glass lighter was something quite a large item. It was quite what's that word? A show-stopping lighter, if you will. With my Aunt Jocelyn, George Abdu, an American Indian, maybe, I don't know, but he was just very dressed to impress. Okay, I don't know very much about him when he was English. Oh, bless. It just came into him, and it's really interesting. I don't know if anybody can feel that feeling on their right shoulder, because that's what he just said. He's got to put the hand on the right shoulder. Can anybody feel that sensation? There you go, Joe. Maybe this is the okay. Mancunian from Manchester. Yeah, darkish skinned, but that's all I know, really. Bless you, Joe. He's just coming about dressing to impress. I'm just wondering if you can feel that sensation on your right shoulder, because he's just come right in again to look, okay? And it's just okay. Oh. And it's talking about somebody here dressing to impress also, whether they're going to a party or whether they're going to somewhere or they've been somewhere recently, or they're going either tonight or this weekend, but they're going to be dressed to impress. You have a problem with your right shoulder, or bless you. It's probably to give you some healing on there. Okay. Bless you, Joe. It just was also talking about some kind of party. Obviously, we know it's the season, but there's something that you wanted from him that was, okay, either confidence or something that you wanted from him. So you've asked him to come close to give you some information. Okay. But he's been coming, he just said it's coming to give you healing on your shoulder. All right. It's interesting how he's gone back to this glass lighter. It's really quite a unique piece of a device here. I'm just wondering if you've noticed anything recently that looks like that or resembles it, because you must have had a thought at that time. He's also talking about the cigar here, the smell of cigar. I don't know about you, Joe, but I love the smell of cigars. Not often I get to smell it, but when I do like the smell of that. But there was some kind of scent with you that you smelt recently, possibly the cigar smoke. No person recently lost husband. Oh, bless you, Joe. I wonder if he's coming around you now then this time. Okay. I'm sensing there's possibly a scent of, come on, tobacco smell around you recently. It just wants to give you a sash. And I don't know what this sash means. It looks like it's a red sash. Okay. There's something about this red satin sash. It looks like either on a curtain or it's on a table. No cigars, but I smell roses a lot. Bless you. It's really interesting because you just showed me a red sash. Okay. Okay. It's something you would get as a gift. All right. You smell red roses. Smell roses a lot. Oh, bless you, Joe. What a wonderful smell. Okay, it's just said it's going to be okay. When you mention your right shoulder there, you're going to sense him on your right side. All right. And he's going to come around a lot because I feel like that you need him right now. Okay. And he's just going to be coming in. Okay. He's just asking you to close your eyes. Okay. And he's going to come a lot closer to you. All right. Jenny Kurtz. What I can see with you, Jenny, it's just jumped in. I just got Valentine's Day. As soon as you said that. So anyway, I just got like that sense that it's just going to come around you a lot more, Joe. Okay. But you've just to watch out for the red sash. He's just gone like that now, and he's put his cigar out, and he's just waving goodbye. Bless you, Joe. But he's going to be around you. Don't you worry. Okay. But he just says, watch for the red sash, and you know he's here. Yeah, that's all I got. So thank you for working with me, Joe. Okay, can you see? Yeah, I just got Valentine's Day when you said that, Shenny Kurtz. I just got Valentine's Day. I didn't get this year. Okay, just got Valentine's Day. Okay, so fingers crossed. Okay, so thank you for working with Joe and everybody else in the room this evening. We all have a happy Christmas as it can be, and sending out the loving thoughts to now been too many years. Oh, bless you. So thank you for all joining me this evening. I hope you all have a happy Christmas and a happy New Year. And so thank you all for working with me, and thank you, Veronica, for helping me to use her page. So until next time, I'll see you all next week. Have a lovely Christmas, and I went blank there. Have a happy Christmas, and I'll see you all next week. Thank you, and good night.